is the gut microbiome? I learned about it about 3 years ago, and it's kind of an interesting story. I was looking for continuing ed for my practice, and I thought I would kind of step out of what I normally use for continuing ed, and I decided I was going to go to a microbiome presentation. And there were several doctors who were speaking. Some of them were chiropractors, some of them were medical doctors, some of them had PhDs, all those kinds of things. But it was about the research that was happening with the microbiome and what it was and what we could learn from it. So 2 days I sat and listened, and I was ecstatic because one of the biggest things that I learned is that in my practice, I know that the 6 essentials matter and the choices that we make in those and what we eat, drink, exercise, breathe, sleep, think, and even love. Those kinds of things matter as far as what our microbiome is like. And the microbiome is usually connected to the gut. And what we're talking about, there are trillions of microorganisms that live in our gut. It's amazing how many there are there. Some people have told me that it's 70% of our tissue. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I meant to look that up, but I know it's a big part of our body. So the microbiome is all of the good, bad, and indifferent bacteria and microorganisms that live in our gut. And the things that change that have to do with food and what we eat and how we think and all of those. And that was the reason I was so excited, because I knew that in my practice it was always a big part. So why is it important? It's important because some people call it our second brain, which means that it has a lot to do with all the different processes that go on in our body, like digestion, immune system, almost everything. It takes bacteria. If your microbiome is out of balance, like there's way more bad than there is good, we know what happens with that. Things like parasites and things, other things like that. So it's important to keep it healthy, and it's important to understand what it is. And it's also important for our daily lives, because people who have gut microbiome that is unhealthy also have disease.